Welcome to Juice CG, your source of comic book news, films, and media. Today, I have an article from ScreenRant.com. Star Wars comic soars in value following Disney Plus series leak. Recently, after new Disney Plus Star Wars series title was allegedly leaked as Tales of the Jedi, the comic book of the same name soared in value. This article is by Timothy Mabley. Dark Horse Comics Star Wars Tales of the Jedi #1 joins the top 10 list of Cover Price's most in-demand collectible comics. It was intended to be a 5-issue miniseries, but it led to a 35-issue series covering 8 story arcs set throughout the Old Republic era, now deemed legends. The series isn't canonical to Disney's take on the franchise. However, with a apparent reveal that Disney Plus animated series with the same name is on the way, the comics might be inspiring new canon. They're gonna reach out into Rebels and Book of Boba Fett, and it was confirmed that Tatooine was once an oceanic planet like in the comic Dawn of the Jedi. So now Star Wars Tale of the Jedi #1 has climbed in value. For the first week, has been reported to have a raw MFV, I have no idea what that means, of $40 with a high sale of $300 for a CGC 9.8. Really isn't that much. I mean, compared to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Bone or really any other contemporary comics. But, you know, in the future, if the series does good, yeah, it could definitely raise in price. All right, so next article from comicbook.com. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness also banned in Egypt. This article is by Jamie Jirak. So Doctor Strange and the Multiverse is less than 2 weeks away from hitting theaters. But there are a few places that won't get access to the new Marvel movie. Earlier this week, it would be announced that the upcoming film has been banned in Saudi Arabia. And I wonder if it has to do with the emblems. Doctor Strange uses like black magic. Witchcraft is a big no-no in Islamic culture, I believe. So, according to the recent report from Egyptian outlet Egyptian Streets, the movie has now been banned in Egypt for many reasons, unspecified. Director Sam Raimi recently spoke to Empire Magazine about how Chavez is an important part of the film. And Chavez is gay. So, another reason for the cancellation in Egypt. I really don't care about any of this. If they don't want it, they don't want it. Sam Raimi's directing it, so it's going to be sick. And I know he doesn't care about all this woke bullshit. He doesn't care. No one cares. No one cares. You know, people that care on either side, you got a problem. All right? So, next article from comicbook.com again. The Star Wars, The Mandalorian, announces new manga. Article written by an Evan Valentine. The Mandalorian has become one of the most popular characters introduced over the course of the history of Star Wars, even though it has yet to appear in any movie featuring a universe that took place far, far away. And The Mandalorian was better than the prequels. It was better than the new trilogy. I mean, it's the best thing since the original 3. It was great. I mean, it had its weaknesses, but for the most part, that Ice Spider episode ruled. The manga adaptation is set to release its first chapter on May 25th in the pages of Big Gagan, and we'll see the mangaka in charge, I don't know what that means, that actually handled another Disney property in the manga adaptation of Spider-Man with the Marvel manga series titled Spider-Man Fake Red. Having previously worked on a series including Six Bullets, Screen Worlds, and Dr. Duo, the mangaka definitely has some experience under his belt when it comes to creating worlds based around the genre of science fiction. At the present, the third season of The Mandalorian has yet to receive a release date, though fans were shown some major events featuring the helmet-wearing bounty hunter in the first season of the Book of Boba Fett, with Mando reuniting with Grogu, a little baby Yoda character, and I saw that. I didn't see the ending of Book of Boba Fett, but maybe they showed their cards a little too soon. They should have kept it separate. I think they used Mandalorian to so people would watch Book of Boba Fett, because I think they knew they kind of had a turd on their hands. There was a lot of great parts of it, but it was nowhere near as good. So The Mandalorian is expected to return late 2020. And Obi-Wan Kenobi debuts May 25th. Yes. So, on to the next article. This is from The Hollywood Reporter. Indiana Jones 5 director James Mangold asks for patience in production update. No one wants this movie. No one wanted Crystal Skull. And honestly, no one wanted the third Indiana Jones. It ended up being great. You have Sean Connery, you have the fantastic intro. But with River Phoenix getting the Golden Cross and finding the whip with the lion and the train, so they're not going to be able to create the same magic. I think they would have to replace Harrison Ford, but he's probably on contract. So in Monday note, the director said he has moved on to the editing phase for the next chapter in the iconic Harrison Ford franchise created by George Lucas. Although I've been cutting while shooting, I've officially started editing Indy today. So they've already filmed this. And those asking about trailers, teasers, still drops, first looks, and other peeks or sneaks, this is the right place to look for the info, blah, blah, blah. Just a bunch of promo bullshit. But he is the same director as Logan and Ford vs. Ferrari. Logan ruled. And I'm sure they'll learn from their mistakes on Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So, Indiana Jones 5, co-written by Mangold and a Jez Butterworth and John Henry Butterworth, is slated to arrive in theaters June 30th, 2023. All right, to our last article from MovieWeb.com. The movie Being Mortal suspends production following complaint against Bill Murray. Aziz Ansari's directorial debut film has been put on pause as producers investigate a complaint against Bill Murray for inappropriate behavior. This article's from Jeremy Dick. Situation involving Bill Murray has reportedly resulted in production of his latest film taking a break. Deadline reports that Being Mortal, a Searchlight film featuring Bill Murray in the lead, has officially halted production after a complaint was filed against him. And they're not saying what it is, and I'm sure it's bullshit. And if you hire Bill Murray, you gotta kind of let him do everything under the sun, or else you're being kind of a dick. I'm sure he's difficult. I've seen him in real life. I've never interacted with him, but I saw him at when he was touring. It was like a music poem thing. It's kind of strange, but very lucid, smart guy. Can captivate an audience for at least an hour and a half. So with that talent and with everything under his belt, I'm sure whatever it was bullshit. And I'm gonna, and for Aziz Ansari for all the crap he's been through, I maybe it's not even his decision. It's probably just a bunch of people working on set. Who knows? But when the film was first announced, they said we're thrilled to be partnering with him. It was long overdue. They go on to talk about Afterlife, which I didn't see or care about. Murray was also set to make his debut in the Marvel Cinematic Universe with his casting in the upcoming Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania. His role has not been revealed, but apparently he will be the bad guy, perhaps the antagonist. So we have something to look forward to anyways, even if this movie isn't made or he's removed or something. I don't know. So, I want to thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I hope you are all doing very well. See you later.